Incomplete here with day 9 of not smoking weed, and to my surprise, it feels like the worst of the withdrawal symptoms have subsided. I'm sleeping through the night again, I'm eating regularly and enjoying food, and I don't feel sick or shaky anymore. I still get a heavy desire to go smoke occasionally, but that's easily averted by doing something else. It amazes me how much of my attention I can devote to things now, so much so that I can distract myself from my old habits. I made sure to get rid of all my old smoking stuff for those few moments that I may not be able to occupy those times, so there's no risk of going back. But that being said, I don't think it'll be a problem for me. I don't want to let myself down, and I can see how positively this has already affected me, and I don't want to ruin it. Not only did cannabis draw away from my attention, but it also takes up a huge chunk of my time, getting my stuff ready to get high, and then being too drained to do anything else. I feel unstoppable now. I get one task done and I'm ready for the next one. I've been dreaming a lot lately since day 4 of quitting weed. The most notable dream I had was where I smoked again. It was more of a nightmare, to be honest. I felt so disgusted with myself. When I woke up, I had never been more relieved that I didn't smoke. These dreams I have now are more vivid than anything I've ever experienced. I can wake up from them and then think about it a little bit, go back to sleep, and then continue the dream as if I had just had it on pause. Marijuana always helped me get to sleep, but I know that it also negatively affects your REM cycle. 3 hours of sleep without cannabis feels way more rewarding than even 10 hours of sleep on cannabis. Weed has its place in society, and I fully support its legality across the board, even recreationally. I know some people spout off like it's a miracle cure-all drug that fixes everything you need it to, but that simply isn't true. The biggest misconception, I think, is that it helps with anxiety and depression. Someone more educated on the matter, please feel free to chime in. But I think being high or in an altered state of mind is in no way to deal with mental illness. Not in the way marijuana works, anyway. I know there are prescription pills out there that, when properly prescribed and taken correctly, can help correct the chemical imbalances, but weed isn't one of them. Now, don't twist the words out of my mouth and say that I support Big Pharma. I don't. However, I think if your case is severe enough, then those drugs can help you. And if they aren't severe enough, then you don't need marijuana. Everyone struggles with stuff in their head to some degree or another. Everyone experiences depression, anger, sadness, anxiety, etc., and we all learn to deal with it differently over time. Marijuana will prolong that time. Marijuana does help with eating disorders, sleeping disorders, where getting some low-quality sleep is better than no sleep at all. It can be a diabetic aid to help regulate blood sugar, especially when eaten. It can help cancer patients in their battles. I don't believe it's a cure, but I think it increases your chances of your body fighting it off. And it can be turned into topical salves for pain. And don't even get me started on what I've seen it do for people with seizures. Even the worst types of seizures are made manageable by marijuana. There are many more ways that marijuana can help people, and please feel free to share your testimonies in the comments. I'd love to hear them. However, I do think that after its legalization, the world will slowly drift away from its obsession with recreational marijuana. I had a great relationship with weed, and it taught me a lot. I wouldn't want to take that away from anybody, but eventually I learned everything it was going to teach me. And I think as we move further away from its illegality and its use becomes more widespread, the teachings will be shared whether the weed is used or not, like I'm doing with you now. Weed is great, but be honest with yourself and admit when something has run its course. This brings me to the conclusion of this video, and as always, don't forget to drink more water. Bye!